Hi, everyone. Just waiting for a few people to hop online here for this 101 Essential Oil Workshop. So I'm going to wait a little bit to see who is popping in to watch us here tonight. And if you are watching, you can share this video with your friends as you're watching it. So feel free to do that. Like and comment as much as you like, because that makes it more interactive, and there will also be some fantastic special happening tonight as well. So thanks. I can see someone's just joined to watch now. So as I said, you can press like, you can press the share button and share it on any of your pages or your personal page so people can watch while you watch as well. That would be fantastic. So welcome, and we'll see who else turns up before I get it rolling. But as you can read here, the information contained in this presentation is for educational purposes only. It should not be used as a substitute for medical counselling with a health professional. This presentation is presented by a Young Living independent distributor, and Young Living products are designed to improve nutrition and enhance well-being. They are not intended to diagnose, treat or cure or prevent any disease. So let's get going here. So welcome everyone. My name is Karin Hagberg, and me and my team, the Aspire Joy Droppers, educate people just like you to live a full life full of wellness. And we do this by creating a toxic-free home and by using natural cleaning and personal products and even mineral makeup products that is also included in the Young Living range. So in this webinar, in this live tonight, you will learn about essential oils, how to use them, the history, the safety and more. And I'm here to inform you how you can get started on your essential oil journey if you want to, and if you want to get oils into your home. I want you to know that I'm here. I'm here to educate you about oils and how I can support your wellness and how you can create a healthier environment without toxins. So I'm not here to sell, I'm here to educate and to help you to live a healthier life, a toxic-free life, and a simpler life. And every oil that you use is another chemical that you are not using. So can I ask you, would you agree that we live in a more toxic society than ever before? Now, if you agree with that, press thumbs up so I can see that it's working and you agree with that. So if you agree that we live in a more toxic-free society, make sure you press like on the video. And could you also agree that we don't have a healthcare system, but perhaps more like a sickness management system? So if you agree with that, press likes up. So it's working okay. If it's working okay, can I get you to press that heart? Can you hear me clearly there? Can I get you, if I can see you, Jeff, you're watching, can you hear clearly? If you can press the heart button, yes, that's right, fantastic. And would you agree that health is wealth? If you agree that health is wealth, press the like button again. So if you agree that health is wealth to you, and it's definitely true to me. What have you got when you don't have health? Now, would you agree that we either invest in our health today or our sickness tomorrow, because either way, it may be more expensive, but either way, we are going to pay a price. And can I ask you, would you like to improve yours and your family's wellness? And would you like to make health a priority? Do you want to live a toxic-free and chemical-free home? If you agree with me, again, comment in the box below or press the thumbs up button so I know you're here with me. And I'd love to hear and get as many comments as possible. Now, the other thing, do you want your home to smell amazing? Do you want to learn how essential oils can benefit you? So again, you can press the like button if you agree with that, if you want your home to be smelling amazing, and do you want to learn how essential oils can benefit you? Fantastic. Now, if you answered yes to any of that, then you're in the right place. So welcome once again, everyone. So as you can see on the picture, this is me, Karin Hagberg, and I am a health, wellness, and lifestyle essential oil coach, holistic practitioner, and I love to educate people on how they can improve their wellness in natural ways. And I teach people that essential oils can change their lives. And I love to empower people to take care of their own health and their family's health. So I'm really passionate about wellness, personal growth, and living a joyful life. I love myself to use essential oils. I love to inhale them many times a day. I diffuse them. I use oils to calm me, to pick me up, to energize me, to give my body a boost. I use essential oils to support my emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual well-being. I use essential oils in toothpaste, cooking, supplements, in my hair care, personal products, cleaning products, just to mention a few. And I also use them in my yoga and Pilates practice, and also when I do chakra clearings, and also with my coaching clients and massage and Reiki clients, and so much more. So I've always been drawn towards nature and nature's smells. And in my teenage years, I used to be making my own lotions and potions. And I started using essential oils since I was in my late teens. And the thing is, I didn't really know anything about essential oils more than they smelled nice. And it wasn't until I started using Young Living essential oils in the early year of 2015, I realized that these oils were so, so powerful. And I started reading about oils. I was doing my own research, and quickly I started to realize that this was not just a matter of pretty smells. Now, these oils were so, so powerful. And I also learned that oils ain't oils. All oils are not the same. And there's a big difference between essential oils. So I was born in Sweden. I spent many of my years growing up on my grandparents' farm, and I loved it there in nature. And I've always been drawn to nature and nature's smells. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I love that Young Living products have multiple uses, and I love to be making my own projects, such as body sprays, toothpaste, hair, body care, and so on. I also love Young Living because they're the real deal. They are authentic. They got integrity. And if you don't believe it, you probably won't want to try it after you listen to this presentation. The ingredients list are also full disclosure. And also, I simply can't afford not to invest in my health. So if you're there with me, if you agree that you can't not afford to invest in your health, give me some thumbs up so I know you're here with me. You guys, if you're interacting here during this presentation, you're going to have a chance, if you follow right to the end, You can comment below and you can tag your friends in it. You'll have a chance to go into the draw of winning a gift. So stay with me, make sure you comment and like. So, what are an essential oil and how are they made? Now, as I said, essential oils are like the lifeblood of a plant. Just like us humans, we have blood in our body. Plants have oils inside of them, which is like their blood. So essential oils are made up from plants, from the bark, buds, resins, roots, flowers, fruits, leaves, seeds, twigs, stems, etc. And essential oils serve 4 things in nature. It's to protect the plant by attacking organisms that threaten their survival of the species. They are there to defend the plants by preventing animals and insects from eating them, to increase pollination and to prevent other plants from growing too close. And it's simply for survival purposes. And essential oils have the ability to oxygenate our cells. The essential oils consist of hundreds of different compounds, different chemicals that can affect us in different ways. The essential oils are so supportive of our whole body in so many ways. For example, it can act as an emotional support. The essential oils are the most powerful part of the plants. So they are distilled from, as I said, the shrubs, flowers, trees, and so on, even the resin. So there are about 300 essential oils on the planet, but you only need about 10 to 20 of them to build a good kit to start with. And you don't need to be an aromatherapist to use them. It's as simple as putting a drop or 2 of essential oils onto your skin and rub it in. You can inhale it. You can cook with them. There's so many uses for essential oils. So how do they enter and how long do they last? So this is interesting. Tests have shown that after inhaling an oil, it reached the heart, liver, and thyroid in 3 seconds flat. And when it's applied topically, it's found in the bloodstream 26 seconds later. And for a normal, healthy body, the oils are completely broken down and eliminated from the body within 3 to 6 hours. So why are they so unique and why they work in people? It is because they're created from the same building blocks as your body. When they are produced correctly and without chemicals, your body accepts them and it's nourished by them, just like eating organic food. And they're not just here to help us physically, but also, as I said, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So you can diffuse oils like lemon and peppermint to help your child concentrate better when they are doing their homework. And you can perhaps add some lavender to your bathtub and onto your pillow to give you the best night's sleep. And you can add frankincense onto your forearm or the palms when you need uplifting, or perhaps before you do yoga, meditation, or prayer. Or you can put a drop of stress away onto your wrists and shoulders if you have a stressful day at work. So how do you use essential oils? It would be lovely to hear by you commenting below. How do you use oils, incorporate them in your life? You can put that in your comment. So why are they so special? Well, first of all, essential oils are extremely potent. To give you an idea, they are about 100 to 10,000 times more concentrated than herbs. Being volatile in chemistry means that it goes from liquid to gas state very quickly, which is really important because that's how we get the wonderful benefits they provide aromatically as they mix in the air and are inhaled. And they're extremely versatile. There are endless ways to use it and apply essential oils. So just to let you know, in Australia and New Zealand, there is no rating system for essential oils. It could be wonderful if they were, because then you absolutely would know what you're buying. But if you look at a box of cereals, you'll see nutritional facts on the side. There's no nutritional facts on an essential oil bottle. That means that you have to trust the source. You have to actually know the company you're purchasing from. So a little bit about the history of oils. You probably knew that essential oils have been around for thousands of years, and they were first mentioned in the book of Genesis when Joseph was sold to the slave traders, and they carried spicery, balm, and myrrh. Genesis ends with the burial of Joseph's father, anointed with myrrh. In fact, oils are mentioned in the Bible 1,100 times, either directly or indirectly. And some of the oldest cultures on earth used essential oils. Like the Babylonians placed orders for cedar wood, myrrh, and cypress. The Egyptians used oils for both beauty and embalming, and they have the oldest record essential oil deodorant. You know the beautiful dark eyeliner that we see in the pictures of Egyptians' eyes? They were made from ground frankincense resin. Amazing, eh? And Pakistan and Rome used essential oils in their communal bathhouses. And they were even used by Christ. Remember the three wise men gave the frankincense, myrrh, and gold? And frankincense is sometimes referred as the coconut oil of essential oils because it has over 10,000 uses. And frankincense and lavender are both what we call universal oils because of their versatility. If you're not sure what way to use an oil, just reach for one of those oils, frankincense or myrrh. Frankincense and lavender. And essential oils were used by the medieval Europeans. Many of them brought oils back from their crusades. And there's even famous tincture from the Four Thieves used in the medieval Europe. So you can Google the Four Thieves vinegar to find out about it. We even have an oil called Thieves that was inspired by that formula. So there's a lot to learn about essential oils. And as I always say, empowered people take control over their wellness and health and find ways and resources to educate themselves about these absolutely magic drops. Did you know that it takes 75 lemons to make a 15 ml bottle of lemon? Did you know that it takes 27 square feet, so that's about 8.2 square meters of lavender plants to make one 15 ml bottle of lavender? Did you know that? Maybe comment in the comments below and let me know if you knew that. Did you know that it takes 0.4 kilos of raw peppermint material to make one 15 ml bottle of peppermint essential oils? And rose, 60,000 rose blossoms provide only 600 drops or 30 ml of rose oil. That is why this is the most expensive and highly priced oil in the world. So how are oils made? Again, it takes a great deal of work to produce a tiny bit of essential oil. 60,000 rose blossoms to provide only 600 drops or 30 ml of rose oil. And as I said, that's why it's the most expensive and highly priced oil in the world. And lavender is more abundant, meaning we get more oil from the plant. 100 kilos of lavender flowers will provide 3 kilos of essential oil. And jasmine flowers must be picked by hand before the sun, because before the sun becomes too hot. On the very first day, they open and they can't be squashed. And it takes 8 million hand-picked blossom to produce 1 kilo of essential oil or jasmine. And a sandal tree must be 30 years old and 9 meters tall before it can be cut down for distillation. And young living sandalwood tree must be 90% dead before they are harvested. But a little goes a long way, and you find that most of the young living essential oils cost between $18 and to $60 a bottle. Depending on the oil's viscosity and thickness, a 5 ml bottle can contain 90 to 110 drops, and a 15 ml bottle can contain about 270 to 330 drops. And mind you, since you only use about 1 to 2 drops a time, you'll get about 45 to 100 applications. And there's many ways to distill oils. One is called steam distillation, and it was first invented when Avicenna, an Arabian physician from the 10th century, added water to the rose petals to the mixture. And the rose oil he collected is considered to be the first modern perfume. And the other method is through expression, which is cold pressing. This is used when distilling citrus oils. And the third method is carbon dioxide extraction or supercritical fluid distraction. So let's talk a little bit about Young Living, because some of you may have heard of Young Living, some of you may not have heard of Young Living. Well, I can tell you that Young Living is the global leader of essential oils, with close to $2 billion in annual sale and over 3,000 employees over 20 countries. Now, they have the largest range of essential oils of any company there is, with over 220 essential oils and blends in their range, and more than 600 life-changing oil-infused supplements and personal care and cleaning products. And they even have their own Savvy mineral makeup range. More than 5.6 million people around the globe have ordered the Young Living oils, and every year hundreds and thousands of new people discover them, and they keep coming back. They've become this successful not because of the marketing hype. They become successful because the oils work. And did you know that most essential oil companies are marketing companies that sell essential oils? Now, Young Living is different to that. They started in 1994 with the first lavender farm in Idaho, and now have 16 corporate and partner farms around the world. And they love plants. They study them to find out how to get the best oils you will ever have experienced. So it's all about purity. And I'm often asked what sets Young Living aside. And I would say it's their passion for quality and their promise of purity. Because Young Living has this proprietary seed-to-seal process, which no other company has. So you can visit Seed to Seal for more information on what that means. And I warn you, the more you read about Young Living as a company, the more you're going to fall in love with them and their ethics and standards. For example, they have 50 highly trained scientists on staff, 50 highly trained scientists on staff, and 12 independent partner labs they work with. And every batch of oil is running through a minimum of 90 tests to ensure its absolute purity and perfection. And because of this, Young Living never had to recall an essential oil in 24 years of business. So you can trust their integrity. That's why I don't buy from any other store, because they have not been tested. That's needed to stay on top of, hundreds of essential oil blends. And why wouldn't you just buy essential oils from a health food store? Well, for me, it's about purity. And it's as simple as that. You get what you pay for. You'll find that a frankincense oil under $10 or under $20, it actually costs more than that just to distill it. And it's really a red flag that the oil has been adulterated or tampered with. So I said it earlier that oils and oils, and sometimes we use the saying quality over quantity. So what do I mean by that? Well, let me explain. Many people believe that when they buy oils, the label says 100% pure oil, then they're getting a good oil. But this is actually not, this is actually often far from truth. Actually, pure and unadulterated oil is much more difficult to come by. People sometimes say to me, but does quality really make a difference? They are just so expensive. Well, I can tell you that quality costs, and they really aren't that expensive. If you understand how much plant matter is used to make just a few drops, and the amount of testing and quality control that goes on within Young Living before oils are sold to you. And would you really want oils that have pesticide and are diluted, oils that are harmful to your health? I guess ask yourself, does that not defeat the purpose? Well, that's a good question to ask. You can comment below what you think. Now, let me tell you, it takes a huge amount of lavender to make a 15 ml bottle. I said approximately 27 square feet. That's about 8.2 meters or so. And it takes 256 pounds, about 160 kilos of peppermint leaves to make 1 pound, about 0.4 kilo of peppermint oil. And it takes 60 roses to make 1 drop of rose oils. So let's talk a little bit about seed and cultivation. Now, Young Living, they use non-GMO seeds, which comes from healthy plants. And Young Living focus on getting the soil right with natural enzymes and worm castings, because healthy soils is obviously really important if you want to produce healthy plants. And Gary Young, the founder of Young Living, he believed in the effect of positive energy and vibration. So only the workers who love the plants are allowed in the fields. And if ever there is an insect or weed problem, this is rectified naturally. And many years ago, Gary had an insect problem at his farm in Idaho, and he used crystals to balance the earth's energy on the farm, and the insects disappeared overnight. And in France, at present, farmers are battling an insect problem in their lavender field, and they were spraying their fields with natural clay to resolve that problem. And as for weed, that is sold by hand weeding. And if you ever go and visit a farm, don't be surprised if you actually get to help with that. So Young Living uses no chemicals at any stage in the production process. This ensures that it was a safe and really safe to use on the skin. And that's why I think Young Living's oils goes beyond organic, because they voluntarily meet or exceed the standards set for organic farming practices. So you might ask, are they safe? I often get that question, and they are, but there are some golden rules you want to be aware of. First of all, you can become desensitized to an oil if you use the same oil day after day. So it's a good idea to rotate them around, use different oils every 3 to 4 days. When you put an essential oil directly on the skin, always watch for redness and apply like a vegetable oil, for example, coconut oil or olive oil, if there's any irritation that starts. And if you are using them on children under 5, it's safer to dilute the essential oil in a carrier oil because their skin is more sensitive and absorb their oil more quickly. And a carrier oil is any type of fatty oil, like, as I said, vegetable oil, coconut oil, the V6 oil from Young Living. And its molecules are much larger than those of the essential oils. So it actually slows down the rate that the body absorbs the essential oil because the essential oil has to kind of do a ping pong through the larger molecules of the carrier oils to get into your skin. And you've got to be careful not putting oils near your eyes. Sorry. Some oils like peppermint can cause a burning sensation. So apply the oil to a cotton bud instead of tipping the bottle towards your face. Be really, really careful. There's another thing that you've got to be really careful with, and that is that certain oils are photosensitive, meaning that the skin makes the skin more sensitive to UV light for about 45 hours after you put them on the skin. So you actually need to cover that patch of skin with clothing if you're going out into the sunlight or UV in that time. So what happens is that you can end up with dark reddy brown marks and looks like a kind of a birthmark. So it actually has to grow out, and that can take months to disappear. So if you look in the Young Living catalogue, there's a sun symbol next to the photosensitive oils, and it includes oils like the citrus oils and like lemon, orange, bergamot, as well as ginger and angelica oil, and also blends like Stress Away that contain some citrus oils. So there's some of the golden rules. Okay. All right. So how can we use the oils? Well, we can use it aromatically. So we can rub 2 to 3 drops of essential oil between our palms and inhale it. We can add a few drops of essential oils to a bowl of hot water, and you can cover your head and bowl with a towel. You can breathe deeply and slowly, and you can use essential oils in our diffusers. And topically, you can use it. Many essential oils are safe and beneficial to use directly on the skin. You can place 2 to 3 drops of essential oil on the desired area, massaging and repeat as desired, but always follow the label's dilution instructions, of course. And the other way you can do is to use it for flavoring. So you can add essential oils to your favorite recipes and beverages. Add 1 to 2 drops as desired, and you can cook with the oils. I love myself actually using, for example, peppermint to make a mint smoothie, chocolate mint smoothie. I love putting peppermint in my bliss balls, and when I make a vegan dessert, it's absolutely so beautiful. I love putting a bit of lemon in water to drink. There's so many uses. Now, the power of aroma. You might find this a very unusual concept. How can an essential oil achieve emotional transformation? Well, the secret lies in our 5 senses. So did you know that all of our senses, except for our sense of smell, travel to the conscious brain first? And smell is the only one of the 5 senses that bypass the conscious brain and go straight to the limbic region of our brain, or the subconscious. And that is where our emotions and our memories are stored. And it's also the part of the brain responsible for the spiritual connection and intuition. And as soon as we open a lid of essential oils, the aromatic molecules travel through there, purifying the air we breathe. They enter our nostrils, send messages to our brain to increase our spiritual connection and uplift our moods and our memories. And there's a lot of scientific research, by the way, you can find on the PubMed.gov essential, their website, sorry. Aromas and perfumes have become an important part of our modern world. And the thing is that companies know that smells evoke positive emotions within us. So most household products and cosmetics are scented. Even our dishwashing liquid, toilet cleaners and room deodorizers, facial products. And the thing is the synthetic scents are much cheaper to produce than using nature's aromas. So instead of turning to nature, big companies are turning to chemicals to recreate nature's smell. So our desire to be surrounded by smells has now become a danger to our own health, and it's become a danger to the planet, because a single synthetic fragrance can contain hundreds, if not thousands, of toxic chemicals. And one of the most common groups of chemicals found in synthetic aromas are phthalates. And these phthalates are powerful hormone disruptors and actually tricks our body to increase or decrease hormone productions. Did you know that? I'd love to hear if you know that. And if you are with me, I can't see who's actually here because I can't see that on the computer. I've got the screen on here. So if you're here with me right at this live here on Facebook, make some comments. If you knew that fragrance is really toxic to us. A lot of people don't know that. And the thing is, guys, that even if our body is strong and healthy and it can withstand some of our effects of these chemicals, over time, these chemicals, it builds up in the system to the point where it overloads our livers and it disrupts our hormones and undermine our health. And it can also contribute to obesity. So we live in a real chemical soup. It's really our everyday products that are the dangers, really. Our products can contain chemicals such as sodium lauryl sulfate. It can contain propylene glycol, methylparaben, triclosan, formaldehyde. I won't go into all that tonight. I'll probably have to do another workshop for, going into all the toxic chemicals that are in our normal products. But fortunately, it is something that we can change. We can change by choosing a chemical-free home and make the decision today to stop using synthetic fragrance and commercial personal care and cleaning products and switch to alternatives like essential oils. I'm going to go back one slide. I'll go back to this one because I want to talk a little bit about some of the essential oils based on one essential oil kit that Young Living has, which is called the Premium Starter Kit. And it's definitely one of my fragrance. And let me go through some of them that are in there. We've got frankincense, and that is one of the top skin oils. It helps smooth the appearance of skin and skin blemishes. So you can use it neat, like directly on the skin, and you can also add it to moisturizer. It's actually one of the key ingredients in Young Living's Brain Power Essential Oil Blend. You can diffuse it in your yoga, prayer, meditation practice to help with connection, grounding, and purpose. Lavender is another oil that's really known for, it's like relaxation. It's known for that, isn't it? We all know that. You can put a drop under the nose at bedtime. You can diffuse it for a calming, soothing aroma. You can unwind by adding a few drops to your bath, which I'm going to do tonight. And it's one of the top oils to support healthy skin. So you can use it neat, or you can add it to a moisturizer. And it's really referred to the Swiss Army knife of oils because it has so many, many uses. Peppermint, another one. Studies have shown that it improves stamina and athletic performance. It helps the mind to focus and can make a long drive seem much shorter. So you can put one under each foot to energize, or you can drop one under the tongue or to freshen the breath, diffuse for uplifting aroma and to help with concentration. Peppermint is a culinary oil, and it can be added, as I said previously, to homemade, perhaps vegan slices, chocolate, drinks, and so on. And then we've got a blend called Purification. That is fantastic to diffuse, to freshen the air and eliminate odors. So you can put a few, you can put a few into your drawers to send clothing, perhaps in smelly shoes. You can add to carry oil to moisturize the skin or for a soothing foot massage. You can rub a few drops over your arms or use in a spray to enjoy an annoyance-free outdoor adventure because it contains citronella. And you can put 5 to 15 drops on a cotton cloth in a washing machine to scent clothes. Another blend that I have so many people asking about, and that's Thieves. Thieves supports the body to maintain overall wellness. You can apply it to the soles of your feet at night before bed. You can diffuse it to purify the air and kill airborne bacteria and mold spores, and add a few drops onto a sponge with a tablespoon of Thieves household cleaner, and to use clean areas of mold in your home. One of the top oils for, I would say, to use as kind of like a perfume. It's one of the top oils for emotional supports, and it also actually comes as a roll-on. That's Stress Away, and it contains lime oil for happiness, vanilla to soothe emotional cravings, lavender and cedarwood for calming, and copaiba for emotional balance. We got lemon. You can add lemon and water for delicious citrus flavor. A key ingredients in the Thieves oil and Ninja Red. You can diffuse it for a cleansing, uplifting aroma, which helps concentrate and focus. There's a blend called Pan Away. You can apply after exercise to sore muscles and joints. Apply to the back and neck for a soothing aromatic experience. And you can mix into a carry-oil for an all-over body massage. It's really got a stimulating aroma. Then we've got copaiba. It promotes overall wellness. And this is like the emotional balance in a bottle oil. It's a great skin oil. It's a really gentle fragrance. It makes it perfect for use on animals as well, but in small quantities. And it amplifies the properties of any oil it's mixed with. It's actually considered the frankincense of South America. Digest is another oil that is one of my favorites, actually, because it's really powerful. What I do is to massage a couple of drops on my belly after I've eaten, or I place it on the wrists to help calm the body before any long car ride. RC is another blend, and that contains of 3 types of eucalyptus oil and more. So you can diffuse that for a really uplifting aroma of the forest into your home. You can rub it on your feet and the chest. You can put 5 to 15 drops on a cotton cloth in the washing machine to scent clothing. Now, on to the next slide. How are we going there? Are you with me here on Facebook? Perhaps you're watching it on YouTube afterwards. But if you're watching it live here on Facebook, make sure you share the video as well. Like and share. You can share it to any groups or any pages or to your personal profile as well. Now, This drink you see here is called Ninja Red. This is an amazing drink, and it comes in a bottle or actually sachets, and you will receive 2 if you get the premium starter kit to try. So you can drink it straight from the sachets or as recommended from the bottle for nutritional support. And it contains a great whole food source of protein, fiber, minerals, and vitamins. And it contains therapeutic grade essential oils of yuzu, lemon, tangerine, and orange. It's extremely high in antioxidants. So you can imagine we need antioxidants to support longevity and overall wellness. And it's a natural form of energy without sugar, caffeine, or artificial stimulants. So you can add it to a fruit smoothie or for a delicious drink or a snack. The sachets can be frozen and consumed as a delicious treat when it's warm. Kids love it. You can add a sachet to a glass and fill with Ninja Zing, which is a really sparkling, lovely drink. It's a great as afternoon pick-me-up with a sparkling mineral water like in a wine glass. That's how I love it. And you can drink it when you need a shot of energy to boost your day. What about after exercise? You can pour 3/4 of a glass full of tonic water and add a shot of Ninja Red served on ice. Perfect. So it contains wolfberry, which is goji berry, which is known to strengthen, energize, and replenish the body. And it provides a long-lasting energy support. It's really motivation in a bottle. It's energy for the whole family, and it keeps you at optimal health. And it can fill the nutritional gap in your healthy diet. Now, I love all the Young Living personal care products. Here you see one of my personal absolute top products that I love is the Bisvalia Wrinkle Cream, and I love the Sensation Bath and Shower Gel. So there's heaps of different beautiful products you can get as well. And of course the Thieves range. There's a whole range from toothpaste, cleaning products, foaming hand soap, dental floss, even liquid laundry liquid, which I absolutely love. It's super, super, super concentrated. It's amazing. It will last you for ages, and you know you've got no toxic fragrances near and on your body. And of course, Savvy Minerals. Savvy Minerals is a beautiful mineral makeup, toxic-free mineral makeup from Young Living. You can check out the savvymineral.com, I think it is, site, and check out what that's all about. But we have got several workshops coming up, and we actually got one here on the Surf Coast on Thursday night at 7 p.m. But we've got plenty coming up online as well. So make sure you keep following us so you know what's going on. I loved making a whole lot of things when I started with oils, and I still do. There's heaps of DIY things and recipes you can get hold of, so you can make your own beautiful products that are toxic free and good for your body. So let me get real with you for a moment as I'm going to wrap it up. Some of you hopefully are here with me right to the end, because I want to tell you the true reason I teach so empathetically about this, and why chemical-free living matters so much to me. Well, let me tell you, because I've seen the other ends of a chemical-filled lifestyle, I want everyone to know what they're putting in and on their bodies. And I'm about to give you some stats. And even though these are US stats, they're very similar here in Australia and New Zealand. The number 2 cause of death in the United States is cancer. 1,620 people a day die of cancer. 1 in 3 cases are directly linked to poor diet, physical inactivity, weight, or chemical exposure. The American Cancer Society says only 5 to 10% of all cancer cases are from gene defects. That means 95% of cancer cases are under our control. It's what we allow into our homes. The National Institute of Occupational Health and Safety studied 2,983 ingredients in our products at home and found 884 toxic ingredients. 340 of them cause biological mutations. 218 cause reproductive problems. 778 were toxic to the human body. They knew that 146 caused cancer, but these were allowed in the United States, even though they were banned in other countries around the world. And many of these chemicals are present in common cleaning supplies, things that you might even have at home right now. Now, these chemicals are super fast at entering our bodies. 26 seconds after exposure, chemicals are found measurable amounts in the human body. The average woman applies 300 chemicals to her body every day, 80 before breakfast. One of the 10 most dangerous chemicals in the home, number 1, is air fresheners, like plug-ins, fragrance sticks, and scented candles. Second on the list are chemical cleaning products, things like drain and oven cleaners, furniture polish, dishwasher powders, and dishwasher liquids. Beauty supplies and personal care products like hairspray, gel, shampoos, deodorant are laden with chemicals. Most deodorants has aluminium in it, and we slather it on the lymph nodes under our arms for 70 years. Many scientists believe aluminium exposure may be linked to Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease. 2 of the top pollutants in the family homes are laundry liquid and fabric softeners. You wash your clothes, you sit them on your skin and outgas the closet all night. That information is straight from the US Environmental Protection Agency, top 10 killer household chemicals study. Now, guys, there's over 100,000 chemicals on the market. They were grandfathered in the Toxic Substance Control Act of 1976. These chemicals have not had any safety testing, and we know very little about their side effects. Dr. Samuel Epstein, chairman of Cancer Prevention Coalition, says it's unthinkable that women would knowingly inflict such exposure on their infants, children, and themselves if products were routinely labeled with explicit warnings of cancer risk, but they are not labeled. Since the 1940s, prostate cancer is up 200%, thyroid cancer 155%, brain cancer 70%, and the American Cancer Society estimates a 50% rise in cancer rates by 2020. What happens when the body is chemically overloaded? You may see it's something as catastrophic as cancer, but most of it feels it in other ways. Tiredness, lethargy, inability to focus, sleep trouble, chronic inflammation, unexplained pain, skin issues, adult acne, hot flashes, stress, anxiety, and fear. Now, if you face any of these issues, it's time to kick chemicals out. You can control what you allow within the walls of your home. A few years ago, I was introduced to these oils and I got a premium starter kit, just as you may be starting to as soon too. and starting to take chemical-free living one day at the time, and starting to kick chemicals out of your home too, like just as I did, one chemical at a time. And you can do this. It's really about taking small steps and saying that, no more. I will not allow these things into my home. You can't control all the places you are exposed, but you can control it in your home and in your house. Now, you can learn alongside me and my team, the Aspire Jaw Droppers, and we can guide you through the process simply and easily with easy steps. So the step one is, of course, to get started, and that's to get your starter kit. Like the one I got started with, the premium starter kit, which comes with 11 essential oils and beautiful diffuser, like you can see here. It's got 11 oils and a beautiful diffuser. And these are the best oils on earth for keeping you healthy and energized all year round. All the singles have just one ingredient. Lemon is just cold pressed lemon rind. Frankincense is resin, properly distilled at the right temperature to make essential oil. Lemon is freshly distilled at the peak of the harvest with thousands of uses in the home. So you can let us train you how to kick the chemicals out of your home. You can do this too. This is something you need to take seriously. No one is watching your home but you. You are the gatekeeper. And I'd be willing to bet my life that there are things in your home right now that you are exposed to every single day that could be killing you. And it's totally preventable. So, what do you do until you actually get your box? Well, you start small, you start slow, and you start with what you need to know that needs to come out of your cupboard and fridge. Let me give you a simple tip. With your food, flip the container over and start reading the ingredients list. If you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. It doesn't mean you can't have ice cream. Just go for the ice cream with milk, sugar, eggs, and vanilla instead of an ingredient list of 35 items you can't recognize. With your home, start with the biggest offenders list: your dishwashing liquid and laundry liquid, cleaning supplies, scented candles, fragrance sticks, and plug-ins. Just throw them away in the bin, replace them with a diffuser and essential oil. And Young Living has an essential oil infused household cleaner called Thieves, as well as dishwashing liquid and laundry liquid. They are extremely concentrated and extremely affordable and simple to use. So this is about baby steps, simple, small baby steps. Take it 1 month at the time as you swap things out in your home. Maybe the first month you can slowly focus on the Thieves household cleaner and get rid of your toxic cleaning supplies. And you can start that today by adding a $38.50 bottle of Thieves household cleaner to your order. You can go home and wipe your kitchen down and fall in love, knowing that you boosted your body's health and instead of taxing your liver and the immune system. And the next month, perhaps you want to swap out something else like your dishwashing or laundry liquid. Month 3, you might focus on personal care like the deodorant and or shampoos or so. And month 4, you might do your health and beauty supplies like face wash, moisturizer. And did you know that every day you leave your makeup on ages your skin by 7 days? Oh my goodness me. Use a chemical-free option to wash it off, like the Young Living's Art line. That's my favorite. And perhaps month 5, experience the gorgeous Savvy Mineral makeup line that Young Living has created. This is makeup that actually feeds your skin instead of poisoning it. So what I would say is I want to talk to you a little bit about the aroma freedom technique, because it's a technique that I became a practitioner in about 9 months ago or so, and I have had plenty of clients that I've taken through this amazing technique, and it actually incorporates the beautiful Young Living essential oils, some specific oils. AFT stands for Aroma Freedom Technique, and it is a step-by-step process for identifying and releasing negative thoughts, feelings, and memories that might interfere with reaching your goals and dreams. So AFT is meant to be used as a way to set the person's emotional energy flowing in a positive direction towards growth and expansion, rather than contracting into fear and doubt and paralysis or anxiety. It uses essential oils to trigger a permanent shift on how we view ourselves and the world. Now, this beautiful technique I'm going to offer to some of you guys that have been watching this video all the way through and been commenting. So have you been commenting on this video? You tagged some people in this video. I'm going to give you a free session of this. I charge $150 for. So if you want to receive one of these free sessions, make sure you write yes, please, in the comments right at this point, and I will be contact for you to receive one of these sessions absolutely for free. It's an amazing experience. And I also wanted to mention about my upcoming aroma yoga, meditation and healing retreat. It's down on the Surf Coast in Victoria, and it's going to be a beautiful day to experience mindful yoga and learn about the power of essentials for healing, chakra balance, and experiences beautiful sound healing. Now, this day you can have for free, it's a value just under $200. This day you can get for free once you get started on your oily journey in March. I know that's not appropriate for depending on everyone, depending on where you are in the world. If you are a little bit further away, you might even be in the US, or you might be in Scandinavia, or you might be in England, wherever you are, and you can't attend this beautiful day, then I am giving you a free coaching session and all the support you need to start to create a toxic-free life, 1 month at a time, one step at a time. So we do offer support in person, online. We've got a close Facebook group for all our people that get started in this journey. It's called the Aspire Jaw Droppers. You will become part of this beautiful community and team. We are here to create wellness, purpose, and abundance, and we want you to become empowered well-beings as well. So I'd like to thank you for joining me and us here tonight, and it's been lovely to have you here. As I said, if you want to win a coaching session and want to find out the best way of getting started, make sure you press yes in the comment below here on Facebook Live. If you're watching at a later stage on YouTube, make sure you follow our channel. You make sure you subscribe to our channel so you find out when we've got other specials and offers coming up. So how do you get started now? Let's go through that so you know. The first thing you can go to is aspireessentialoils.com, and there are a whole lot of information on their website you can have a look at, but there is a link up the top where it says join us. So make sure you press on that, and it will take you through the steps. My member number is 2451127. Make sure you put that in the sponsor and the enroller. And if you want to contact us directly so we can help you, just send us a message and we'll take you through the whole process. But as I said, my personal preference is to start with a premium starter kit. That's the one you're going to get a free coaching session, or you're going to get a free retreat day. And that offer is valid to the end of the month, guys. That's to end of March. That's only a few days left. So make sure you share this video and tell them what it's all about. So get started with a premium starter kit. My favorite diffuser would be either the Dewdrop diffuser or the Desert Mist diffuser. It's only $259. So in fact, you're getting, gifts for nearly half of that value, or nearly all of that value. And it's actually the only item in the Young Living's range which is half price. It's worth way more than that. And why? That is because Young Living wants you to discover how amazing these products are for you and your family. So I'd encourage you also to subscribe to the Young Living Essential Reward Program. It is optional loyalty program for those who are ordering monthly, but it earns you reward points every month, and you can use these reward points to buy free products. And you will earn 10% for your first month, 20%, and after 2 years of loyalty, it goes to up to 25%. So you can pick the oils and all the oil-infused products that come to your door every single month. You can try new things, you can top up, and it means that you are getting 10 to 25% back on your dishwashing liquid or your oils or whatever you're using in your home anyway, your household cleaners, which is, by the way, the only thing I have to clean my whole house. So it's a great way to certainly swap the chemicals out of your home and get the most value for your money. So we are honored to welcome you to our team. We hope you look forward to getting your pack once you put your order in, and we will send you an email with their specials and help you get started and help you get the coaching session for free, or as I said, the free retreat. So if you've got any questions, comment below. I am now gonna stop sharing and look forward to hearing back from you. Thank you very much for joining us.